you have your ID on you?
I don't offer.
I need your ID.
Did I break a law?
There's potentially a liquor violation. Yes.
I didn't.
Are you serving tonight?
I didn't violate anybody. So.
Okay. Well,
you are standing on their property. Okay. This is their property.
Yes.
And they want you gone. So, because you're refusing to leave, they want a citation issued for trespassing.
You didn't tell us to leave. You said stand on this side of the sidewalk.
And I just said, no,
Sidewalk?
nope.
Hey, is this a sidewalk?
I talked, you listen. I talked, you listen.
Sir, you're not telling me anything.
Welcome to Mr. Rights, where your rights matter and the truth always stands with you. Every day we uncover how the law works outside the courtroom, where real encounters happen. From ID refusal to unlawful stops, we break it down so you know your power. No hype, just your rights, real cases, and real knowledge. Hit subscribe, because knowing is the first step to standing your ground.
I don't answer questions.
okay. Do you have your ID on you?
I don't offer.
I need your ID.
Did I break a law?
There's potentially a liquor violation. Yes.
I didn't.
Are you serving tonight?
I didn't violate anybody. So.
Okay. Well, it's unlawful to serve someone who's visibly intoxicated.
Right.
Okay. So
I think we all know that, but I didn't do that. So.
All right. You have your ID?
No, I don't. I didn't break any law. Right? Do you have evidence?
That's why
do you have
we're here.
Do you have evidence that I broke a law in particular?
That's why I'm here.
If you don't have evidence that I specifically broke a law, then there's no probable cause for you to ask for my ID, because
I have
you have to have reasonable.
suspicion.
No, you have to have reasonable. Specifically broke a law, which I didn't do.
Listen.
I'm very careful about who I serve, and that's all I'll say.
Listen, I have reasonable
That's why I'm
suspicion.
recording.
Okay, that's fine. You can record. I'm recording too.
Yeah, well, that's good.
I have reasonable suspicion that there was a violation,
By who?
of liquor violation by the people serving alcohol here tonight.
Okay. Again, I still don't understand what that has to do with me. I'm just here working a catering event. I'm here working for the staff. So.
I already explained that to you, because I was told that you were also serving alcohol at the bar tonight.
Okay,
by two other employees here.
I'm not going to get into details and discussions with you about an ongoing investigation, especially when it has nothing to do with me.
You don't have to answer any questions, but you do have to identify yourself.
I didn't break any laws, so what would I have to identify myself for? In Colorado, in order to ID somebody, you have to have proof that they've either broken the law, or that you have to have reasonable suspicion or articulable suspicion that they have broken a law. No, you didn't witness me doing anything, and you don't have any witnesses saying that I overserved anybody. So I don't.
Do I need to detain you and?
What would you
identify
detain
you?
me for?
To identify you.
For what crime, though? You have to have a crime to detain me. Reasonable suspicion is not a crime.
It's a liquor.
Yeah, go ahead.
Were you serving alcohol tonight at this event?
I'm not answering any questions for you guys.
Who's your supervisor?
We were told that you were.
That's I don't know.
Marissa?
I don't know. I just work the venue. I don't know who my supervisor is.
Yeah, we'll hang tight here.
Yeah.
I don't hang tight. I'm not in the military, so that's a military term.
I'll have you stand here.
I'm not in the military, so I don't follow military orders like hang tight. It's a military order. So.
I was in the military. I don't.
Were you? Yeah, that's probably why you say it. Hang tight's a military term. I'm not a military person. I'm a civilian. So there's no reason to hang tight. I'll wait here, though.
Is there something I did to upset you?
No. I'm not understanding why you guys think that you have the right to my ID when I didn't break any law. I didn't violate any crime. You have no proof that I violated any crime. Reasonable suspicion means that you have reasonable suspicion that you have proof someone violated a law. You don't have that. You have hearsay from many different people. You didn't witness anything. So reasonable suspicion has to occur in order for you to require my ID. That hasn't occurred yet. I'm not stupid. I know the law very well. I'm a paralegal. You're not going to bully me into forcing ID out of me for something I didn't do. I didn't break any law. So you have to have a law broken, or say, we're pretty sure he broke the law in order to ID me. You don't have any proof that I broke the law, because I didn't.
Can I talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, from my training, reasonable suspicion is that I need to investigate what's going on. I have reasonable suspicion that bartenders were serving alcoholic beverages at this venue.
Right, but you have to have reasonable suspicion that I personally broke the law. Yeah, you do. That's how it works. You can't just have blanket suspicion.
I'm not gonna argue with you if you want to argue.
Yeah, you can't have blanket suspicion. You have to have suspicion of an individual. We have the right to be free in our persons, and effects against unreasonable. Right.
I have to have evidence.
No. In order to even ask for my ID, you need to have a warrant, or you have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion or probable cause that a crime has occurred. You don't have that against me. I didn't occur. I didn't.
Reasonable suspicion that a bartender that was working here tonight.
You have no reasonable suspicion that I was. Did you see me behind the bar? Or did you see me running around picking up glasses?
We're gonna ask your supervisor and other people who worked there.
That still doesn't matter. I was running around picking up glasses. I was running around picking up glasses.
I'm recording as well, and we'll agree to
I'm literally running around with a tray in my hand. When you got here, you didn't see me serving anyone.
Okay.
Right?
All right. I'm not gonna argue with you.
So I don't understand where your reasonable, articulable suspicion that I personally committed a crime is. You can suspect all you want. You can come back later and demand whatever you want once you have that, but you don't have that because I don't break the law.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing. I'm an intelligent individual. I don't go out breaking laws.
I know you are. You're something very intelligent guy.
Yeah, so I don't break laws, so I have no reason to articulate. You have no reason to articulate a crime, so I have no reason to
articulate, but you're just not listening.
Not for me. You have reason to articulate what you think is a crime, but that's not a crime. The lady's on her way to the hospital. That's not even
probable cause. But
again, that's not probable cause of me for anything.
You're right. I have reasonable suspicion that I'm trying to investigate.
Right, reasonable suspicion is where we're at right now.
I'm trying. Don't interrupt me real quick. Let me finish my statement. Right. Reasonable suspicion that people who are working at this event, who are serving alcohol, served alcohol.
And that is go ahead.
Who served alcohol to these people here, right? So we're just trying to identify.
And that is a completely different thing than reasonable, articulable suspicion. Reasonable suspicion just means you reasonably suspect something happened. Reasonable, articulable suspicion is that you specifically have articulable proof. You have reasonable, articulable proof that one individual broke the law.
That'd be probable cause.
No, that's probable cause is the next step. No, after reasonable, articulable suspicion, then you interview everybody that you can, and if that gives you enough probable cause, then you have a probable cause statement to do an arrest. But you don't have a probable cause statement right now because I haven't admitted to any crimes.
Right.
Here because I didn't break the law.
Yeah, right now I don't have probable cause.
I didn't break the law though.
I have reasonable suspicion to identify all bartenders.
No, you don't. You have reasonable suspicion to come and try to do what you got to do to try to fulfill your investigatory quota, but that doesn't have anything to do with me. Yeah, your boss requires that you investigate a crime. You don't get to just come, look around and say everything looks fine here and leave. Your boss requires that you spend a certain amount of time investigating the crime, that you attempt to find out who was at fault for whatever crime. You don't get to just see that a crime happened and walk away and ignore it.
You're claiming my chief tells me I have a quota to me?
I don't know who tells you. Probably your captain. Usually it's a street sergeant or a road captain.
I have a commander.
You have a street sergeant, likely. Yeah. So your street sergeant's probably the one that mandates it. Your captain mandates it to him, and your chief mandates it to your captain or your whatever. I know a lot about him. I've been a police accountability activist for 2 decades now, so I know quite a bit about law enforcement.
All right.
I don't understand why I'm still out here. I have work to do. Am I breaking the law in some way that you have the right to detain me?
I am detaining you. You're not identifying yourself. I'm trying to identify.
In order to detain me, you need to have reasonable, articulable suspicion that I specifically committed a crime. Am I being detained, or am I free to go right now?
You're not free to leave.
Okay, so I'm being detained right now.
Yeah.
Because you suspect me of a crime.
I have reasonable suspicion to identify all bartenders here. You're not giving me your ID. All I want is to identify.
Oh, I know. That's all cops want. You want to be able to violate our rights willy-nilly without any regard for the Fourth Amendment.
We don't need to argue.
I know. You guys don't like the Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment stops you from finding out who everyone is.
I love the Fourth Amendment.
Well, if you did, then you would understand right now that you don't have reasonable, articulable suspicion, definitely don't have probable cause, so you have no reason to be talking to me right now. I have no reason to be detained. This is an unlawful detainment. I have work to do. I have to get back to work. Can I go ahead and get back to work now?
Not yet, sir. Sergeant Murdoch said he's talking to your supervisor, trying to figure out who you are. I'm sure you're not willing to give me your name.
You have no right to that information. Okay. You need to go do your job. Me being, obedient has nothing to do with your job. You need to go do your job. You guys always think you can just bully situations, and it's not going to happen, dude.
I feel like I'm bullying, sir. I'm trying to have a conversation.
No, it's bullying. When you decided that you were going to detain me without a really strong, reasonable, articulable suspicion, by detaining me without that, you are clearly violating my Fourth Amendment right now. You're violating my Fifth Amendment right. I should be free to leave at this point, and you're attempting to stop me from doing so because you're saying I'm violating the law, but you have no proof of that. You didn't witness me doing that. You can't take hearsay as proof. That's not proof. You have to witness something in order to call it proof, and you don't have that. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't break the law. I don't do that.
Sir,
I'm always very careful.
Trying to identify you.
You don't get to just identify me, though. You can say that you saw some bartender, but I'm not a bartender. I'm a server. You literally watched me walking around picking up glasses of water off of tables.
Were you serving alcohol tonight?
I'm not answering any questions. You literally saw me. You literally saw me picking up glasses of water. That's what you saw me doing.
I just met you right here, right now, sir. And
I watched you walk in as I was walking around picking up glasses. I don't know what you were looking for. I'm just letting you know that I saw you as I walked in when I was picking up glasses. I'm just trying to get my job done. I got work to do. I want to be able to go home. It's already what? Resistors, as is often the case, I got bored and started playing on my phone. In the process, I inadvertently stopped the recording. Not much happened in the time frame between where I cut it off and where it picks back up, but there was small discussion about my status as a detained individual and when I was going to be released. The video picks back up with the second officer returning after having acquired what he thinks is my legal name. I'm not being detained any longer?
No.
So what was I being detained? What reasonable articulation did you have that you could detain me?
I've already explained this a lot.
No, you didn't. You just told me I'm being detained. So you can explain it to me. What reason? Let me finish real quick. What reasonable articulable suspicion did you have that I committed a crime that gave you the right to detain me?
Okay. We get called here because there's an unconscious female that was reported that she had been served 7 or 8 alcoholic beverages.
None of that's my problem.
No.
Don't interrupt.
Don't interrupt.
Yeah, I get it, but that's not my problem.
Done. We're out of
yeah.
here. See you later.
Y'all have a great day. That's just not my problem. You know what I
I'm
mean?
not going to argue with you.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you either. Have a good night. Thank you.
In Colorado, a state with over 5.8 million residents and some of the strictest ID refusal laws in the U.S., a catering worker stood his ground when 2 officers tried to pressure him into giving up his identity. Calm and confident, he cited the law with precision, forcing the police into a quiet retreat. He had committed no crime, and he knew it. In Colorado, officers can only demand ID when there's clear, articulable suspicion of a specific legal violation. If you're asked for ID, ask this first. Am I being detained? Subscribe to Mr. Right, comment, and share to support our legal rights. Now let's move on to the second video, and the video...
How is someone supposed to go?
Sir, I'm not going to explain this to you over and over again.
You did not explain it to me the first time.
You need to make an option.
Explain it to me the first time.
You need to make,
I'm happy
you need to make a
I'm telling
choice.
you now, I'm happy to give you my license.
You are standing on... Okay, then shut up and listen, because I've already told you this like 3 times.
Sir, you haven't told me once.
You are standing on their property.
Okay.
This is their property.
Yes. And
they want you gone. So, because you're refusing to leave, they want a citation issued for trespassing.
You didn't tell us to leave. You said stand on this side of the sidewalk.
And I just said, no.
Sidewalk?
Nope.
Is this a sidewalk? Is this a sidewalk?
I talked, you listen. I talked, you listen.
Sir, you're not telling me anything.
Hey, I just asked him, what do you want to do? He wants to trespass. It's his property, driver's license.
This is a public easement.
Driver's license.
Okay.
Can we talk to this officer?
You sure can.
He'll probably
Absolutely.
maybe
You sure
he'll
can.
understand what a public easement
Sure
is.
can.
Yeah, I would be happy to learn where the public easement
This is
and
their
how
property.
a person's
This is a
supposed to
public
walk
easement.
So,
on the
See,
like
sidewalk.
I said,
that
either
utility
driver's
poles-
license.
So is a person supposed
your
to walk on
citation.
a sidewalk and then into the street?
This is not, dude. The sidewalk ends right there.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Technically,
You go to the side, this sidewalk, all the way to that road. What, you want to
This
walk in the
is their
street?
property.
They walk in the street.
This is their
or they walk
property.
on the
Parking lot, grass. So,
Sir, you're not,
are you going to give me your driver's license or not?
Sir, I'm happy to
It's a
talk
simple
to this
question,
gentleman.
sir. How does a person get from this sidewalk to
I'm
that
not
one?
talking to you.
Sir, I'm
not
happy-
talking
I'm
to
happy
you. You
to
can
give-
record all you want to, but you're not going to interfere in what I'm doing.
I am
okay?
happy-
Just
So,
ask you a question, sir. You didn't have to talk to me.
I'm not talking to you.
I'm
Fine, then don't.
I'm happy to give my license
Okay,
to your
then give me
supervisor,
your
to
driver's
your
license.
supervisor, after you answer my question, because
Okay.
I am trying to understand how I can be a lawful citizen
Driver's
walking from
license.
point A to point B to your supervisor.
Okay, he's on the way.
Great.
But he's driver's license.
I would be happy to speak for him, sir, because you have not told me how I'm breaking the law by walking in an area
I
where
have
someone
told
is...
you 5 times.
Sir, you haven't told me a single
I've
thing.
told you
One,
5
you
times.
told me over there, and then we asked on this side.
What did I tell you?
You told me over there.
What did I
stand
tell
on
you over
that
there?
side
What
of
did I tell you?
utilities, And we did. And then I walked over to here, and you said sidewalk
What-
on this side of the road.
What
now
did
you
I tell
me?
you? What did I tell you? Verbatim,
I
what did
just
I tell you?
told you. Sir, I didn't refer to you. I don't know.
I told you to stand on the other side of that tree
Yes.
in that paved parking lot, and there was absolutely no problem with that, unless the people that own that piece of property you were standing on wanted you gone too.
Okay.
So,
Did they
but
tell
we're
us
not
to
talking
leave?
about that. We're talking about where you're standing here
Yes.
is their property.
While we were over there, you said the
So,
side. Well, you said
are
with the
you
easement-
gonna do the driver's license or not?
Sir, I told you I would give your supervisor my driver's license.
Okay.
Yeah. But can you answer my question?
And then you, same thing.
Can you answer my question though?
I answered your question.
You did not.
I answered your question
No, you deflected my question.
multiple times.
You deflected my question.
No.
Lawful citizen is walking down this sidewalk. Does Planned Parenthood own this sidewalk?
We're not talking about hypotheticals.
You can't answer my question.
We are talking about
no. What if
right here,
you
right
can't
now.
answer my question. After the citation, I walk down this street and I want to get
You know what?
to Quaker Street.
You can go to court and contest it all you want
I'd
to.
be happy to.
Okay.
And you said you weren't
Answer my
avoiding his
question.
question,
Are
sir.
you-
This
are
is
you supposed
classic
to enforce
textbook
the law?
avoiding questions.
I'm not playing this game.
Are you supposed to enforce the
I'm
law?
not playing this game.
You're right.
This is
because you want
textbook
to have
avoiding
all the
questions,
power in the
sir.
world
I'm
and
not-
tell me what to do.
I'm
You
not
can't answer
going down
questions.
this rabbit hole.
Sir, I will be silent until
This is not going to turn into a YouTube video. Sorry.
It already is,
I
sir.
care about knowing what I can do wrong.
I'm telling you what you can do lawfully.
No, you're not.
And,
You're telling me what I can do with your opinion. You can't
No, I'm
cite the
telling you
law,
what
and
you
you
can't
can't
do
even
lawfully.
answer me a question.
So
You know, if you answer this
Once he
question,
gets
then
here,
I won't get a citation. I'm happy to talk
you can flap your jaws, whatever, right? My sergeant's going to say the same thing.
Good. I will talk to him.
You cut your citation and you leave
Yeah,
because
we'll talk to him.
because they don't want you on your property.
Good.
So,
We'll talk to your supervisor.
do you guys want them banned from your property? Okay, so you're banned from the
So
property.
you're a
in
tool
addition,
of
right?
Planned Parenthood.
So,
You realize that.
Anything that belongs to them, you can't be here. I explained this to you. I gave you clear parameters. I said you can stand over there, you can stand over here. I gave you a box to work in, what was by the law, and you want to play games. So, since you want to play games,
I'll be happy to talk to you.
and the minute I leave, you want to go and do what you're doing,
I will be happy. Sir, I walked
then
over
you're
here
gonna
while
have
you-
a
I walked over
citation
here while
coming
you were
your way.
standing right
So-
there. I walked over here while you were standing right there. Why did you
Cheryl,
not?
you wanna
Why
hang
did you not
out
inform
with
me?
them? So I start. I'll just fill them out, and then I'll get the information once more, and then I'll get this stuff.
Do you know what a public easement is?
He's getting cited for trespassing for standing where he's standing there.
Jameson is? Right there.
And so he's waiting for the supervisor before he provides his information. But the question he asked the police officer, if somebody's walking down this sidewalk to get to that sidewalk, where do they go? And the cop wouldn't answer. Because it's clearly a question that they can't answer. Because this
So they're
is,
saying they can't stand
they're,
here?
they're saying that this is their property, which is absurd.
Yeah, they can't own all the way to the street.
No, apparently to this gentleman cannot stand on grass.
Can we stand over
You
there?
have to be behind the grass. To answer my question to the best of your ability, because this gentleman wouldn't. How is it?
defer
It's
that
to
to the
show where the
supervisor
property
that's on his way.
Okay, I'm happy to answer. Because honestly, sir, I'm not even trying to be a
Are you
jerk.
seeking
I
you?
want to know.
Okay,
There's
fine.
a sidewalk here, so I'm really curious.
Well, there's not a sidewalk there.
Right.
There is back there.
Right, right. So my question, and I'll defer to your supervisor, but my question is, how can a person walk on this sidewalk and try to get to that sidewalk on the other side of Quaker? Are they supposed to walk in the middle of the street,
This is
or
the
is this
easement.
the easement?
This is
I agree that's an easement. I'm not arguing
Okay,
that.
well, they're wanting to give us a trespass
to see-
for being on an easement.
I would have to see the actual legal description, so I haven't looked at that yet.
That's fair. I appreciate that,
But I
sir.
would agree that that may be the extension of the sidewalk.
I appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
At least you're willing to listen.
And I asked him, if you tell us that we have to stand on this side of the sidewalk closer to the road, and there's no sidewalk here, and we have AT&T public utilities here, or AT&T utilities here, how am I supposed to assume that I'm on Planned Parenthood's property? And how is a person supposed to walk from point A? Not walk from the road.
Yeah, the citations are not going to happen.
Thank you, sir.
In my view, and I have agreement, and I have to refer. I don't know everything by heart, so I have to refer on these. I've dealt with enough of it downtown. We went to the protest that I know I have enough knowledge. But yeah, there's an imaginary sidewalk that goes through, and even though if they were to bring me property, their property diagrams or whatever, and show it to the sidewalk, everybody knows they have easements on the backyard and the front yard. AT&T, whoever can get in your backyard and get to your
Whatever
cable
real
lines.
estate business owns this, they put up their
Right.
signs. Yeah.
So
I do that
even
all
though
the
they
time.
may have plans that show they owe there, the city still can come in here and build a sidewalk. So there's an imaginary sidewalk. You guys can see the line.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not telling you where to go. I can tell you where you can't be. And that
Right.
is essentially from this pole that way.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Can
sir.
I ask you a question?
It's something else.
Okay.
You can't impede the traffic way here.
Of course,
And
of course.
you can't impede the traffic way there. Of
course. Okay.
And at any time that happens, then you can obviously get cited. But
Understood. Perfect.
as soon as I have the chance to talk to whoever I'm supposed to talk to over there, I'll talk to them and explain that to them. If they have a problem, then they complain to the city of Tulsa. But as far as I'm concerned, as long as you abide by those, then I'm happy.
Appreciate
very
that
much,
being
sir.
rational.
All right. So what y'all can stand, you can stand where you're standing. All right. So as long as you stay where you are, don't come onto, because where you are is fine. All right. But don't come onto the parking lot. Right. Don't go into the alley. The other apartment people have already said, hey.
Can't go in the alley?
So you guys moved when they asked you to, and I do appreciate you moving when they asked you to. You can't block this alley, right? Because traffic has to be able to go out. So where you are, or if you want to move across the street to the other sidewalk, that's fine. But
Essentially,
this
it's an
is
imaginary line.
essentially the line that you can't go
From this
past,
side,
okay?
the south side,
South
all
side.
the way to the south side of that one, and here.
And
Okay.
sir, you're going to check on this for us?
That's a no-no.
So you were
They
quite
actually
abrasive
do-
to us. Are you going to
they
apologize to
actually
my
own
brother? Are you going to
all the way
apologize
up
to us for?
No.
Up to
You're
that
not?
curb line on this
Okay,
side.
he's not going to
Because they-
apologize for throwing his weight around
They
earlier.
actually own-
When he
because
walks to his car,
they
I want you
built
to
all
know,
this, they
folks, when this goes on
actually own all
YouTube, this is what it's called the walk of shame.
They
That he
own
comes
it.
out here
They
throwing
own
his
this,
weight around,
but
exercising his authority,
that's
proven wrong,
not the
and does
same.
not apologize for his abrasive attitude.
Because it's-
This, folks, is the walk of shame.
I understand. And that's why I was repeating and I was giving you this, you guys this. Yeah.
Yes, sir, I would appreciate it.
Sir, pride comes before destruction. So you're too proud to apologize when you're proven wrong.
Is exactly what
You are too proud to apologize when proven wrong, sir. You are not fit for your job. You're not fit for the badge, sir. You refuse to apologize when you're proven wrong, sir.
Go back over there.
You should find another job. Work in a hardware store or something, sir, but you're not fit to be a police officer. It's shameful. This is the walk of shame, folks. My brother saved you a lawsuit, sir. You should be thanking him. You're going to stand before God one day too, sir. He's going to hold you account. It might not concern you now, sir, but it will concern you.
Thank you for watching until the end of the video. The two real-life situations you just saw were not just tense confrontations between citizens and police, they were powerful tests of legal awareness and civil rights in today's society. In Colorado, a state with over 5.8 million residents and strict ID refusal laws, a catering worker stood firm with clear logic and solid legal knowledge. He didn't resist or escalate, he simply invoked his rights under the Fourth and Fifth Amendments, forcing officers to back down without further challenge. Meanwhile, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, a city known for its high levels of law enforcement oversight and frequent public space disputes, a citizen posed a simple question: where should I walk if the sidewalk is considered private property? There was no answer, only silence and a quiet retreat from a police officer caught in contradiction. It proved the power of asking the right question at the right time with the camera rolling. If you ever face a similar situation, stay calm, record everything, and ask clearly, am I being detained? Only provide your ID if there's a specific and lawful suspicion of wrongdoing. Arm yourself with knowledge, because your rights don't protect themselves unless you take action. Subscribe to Mr. Right, leave a comment, and share this video to help protect our legal rights together. We'll continue bringing you real stories, real encounters, and essential legal lessons. See you in the next video.